I want to share something with you because I think this is really going to help you on your awakening path. I had a group coaching call inside my community last week, and this is something that I talked about and we discussed. And this is going to be a game changer. If you are on the spiritual awakening path right now, I know how you feel. I work with people every day going through spiritual awakenings, and it's difficult. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not all roses and unicorns and peace and meditating and experiencing blissful states. If anything, especially the initiation, the beginnings of the spiritual awakening, it's scary. It's overwhelming. It's painful. There's a lot of suffering. There's a lot of anxiety, feeling dysregulated, a lot of past fears and, unaddressed pain and wounds coming up. It's not for the faint of heart. And this is also why not everybody goes through spiritual awakening, right? There are certain souls that came to this earth, this lifetime that we're in right now, and they were ready to do the work. They were ready to go to the next level, to upgrade, so to say. And not everybody goes through that process. But if you are going through that process, you know that it's difficult. It feels like a purging in a sense. If you've ever done any type of psychedelic ceremonies like ayahuasca, you know that there's a lot of physical purging associated to the ceremony and to the experience. But really, a spiritual awakening is a purging experience. It's about releasing all that gunk that has been sitting at the bottom of your soul and clearing it out, cleaning out this vessel. How can we bring more light into your body, into your soul, into your consciousness, into your awareness? And yes, we are working towards the light, and with time things begin to feel more easy and beautiful and peaceful, but there's also a lot of gunk and kind of mud and heaviness that we need to go through. And I want to share something with you that I think is going to help you let go of some of that weight. And it's the fact that healing happens the instant the sufferer no longer sees any value in pain. I really want you to hear this one. Healing happens the instant the sufferer sees no more value in pain. We experience pain and suffering and heaviness during an awakening. But the thing that many of us do, a lot of the times subconsciously, we don't realize consciously we're doing it. We see some kind of a benefit or we see some kind of a value in that pain. So if you are, for example, feeling the pain of having parents that perhaps mistreated you or were narcissistic or dismissed your emotions and hurt you in certain ways, there's pain associated with it that comes up. But what stops the healing is that a part of you says to a more wounded part of you, your mind says, you deserve this. You deserve this, or if you let go of this pain, it means that you forgive your parents for what they did, and holding on to bitterness and anger is easier. So what is the benefit here? What is the value? The value is that you can continue to condemn your parents. You can continue to feel like they wronged you, and you can continue to hold onto that anger and that bitterness. And there's value in that. It makes us feel more empowered, especially in a situation when you were a child where you felt powerless. So you see how it's a power shift. It's a dynamic shift, right? So you might say, oh, I'm still feeling all this pain for what happened to me in my childhood. I'm still carrying it. I can't let it go. But now you understand that you are seeing value in that pain. When you can continue to hold on to that pain, it means that you can continue to having the upper hand in this dynamic, to wronging your parents, to holding on to that bitterness and anger, and not having to kind of get off that pedestal and forgive. Because you don't yet know who you would be on the other side of that forgiveness. How would you behave? How could you ever not keep coming back to that hurt that your parents put you through? There's value in that. There are a lot of things in conversations that you can use against your parents if you're still holding on to that pain. It gives you an upper hand. It gives that righteousness feeling to your ego. So healing happens the instant the sufferer no longer sees any value in pain. I want you to reflect on that. I really reflected on that myself as well, specifically 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I was so stuck in pain. In a certain relationship dynamic, I was just in emotional pain all the time. And I worked through my triggers. I went to therapy. I worked with the coaches and nothing was moving through. And only now I realize, oh, it's because I saw so much value in pain because I got to use my pain as a weapon towards my ex-partner. It was a power play. So how could I ever let go of that pain when I got so much benefit of it? I got to play a different power dynamic. I got to use the upper hand. So it's interesting. It's really, really interesting, but it's powerful. And this is something that I've been sharing with the people that I work with. And I really felt called to share that with you as well. If you are going through a spiritual awakening right now and you need some guidance, you would like to work with me, there's a library of resources, an SOS toolkit as well that I have for the most pressing challenges during an awakening: intrusive thoughts, panic, anxiety, meaninglessness, racing thoughts, dysregulation, lack of sleep. I have an SOS toolkit for that as well. So if you are needing some extra support and also joining a community that understands and is going through what you're going through, I'm going to leave the link in the description in case you feel called to check it out. But otherwise, thank you for your time. And I really hope to connect with you in the comments below. Let me know if this resonated with you, or also perhaps you're wanting to share what pain you may be holding on to and what value that's bringing to you as well. I'll see you in the comments below.